Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are well and happy. It is Saturday morning here in Sydney. I've just got myself onto the treadmill, warming up before I take you through a push workout. So today's workout is going to be a push workout. It's going to be doing chest, shoulders and triceps as well. Awesome workout, supersets, drop sets, really going to tear the muscles apart, so make sure you guys take a band-aid with you. Anyways guys, before we start, I'm just warming up on the treadmill, just getting my heart rate up. You know, some of you guys know I like just to warm up, get my mind thinking about the exercise I'm going to be doing and get my mind mentally prepared for the exercise as well. Also, before we start this workout, I'm going to be taking you through some tips that's going to help benefit growth in the shoulders as well. I'm going to be talking about the shoulders, the anatomy for the shoulders as well, and the different angles you should be hitting the shoulders. So yeah, it's going to start with a warm-up treadmill for 5 minutes, and then let's get into it. So guys, before we start with push day, I am very anal about my warm-ups, okay? You guys will hear about it all the time, me telling you guys to warm up. It's very, very important because for myself, I have had injuries in the past. The reason why I've got injuries in the past is because I was just ego lifting and I go straight into the workout without warming up, and it's the worst feeling. So I've learned the hard way, which I don't want you guys to learn from the hard way. So guys, I'm going to take you through like 5-6 minutes of just warming up, okay? So make sure you guys spend the 5-6 minutes, even if you do a lower body workout, upper body workout, make sure you guys warm up. It's very, very crucial. But not just warming up just to save injuries, warming up obviously helps with activation as well, okay? So obviously warming up, get your mind to muscle connection working better. So when you go into your lifts and compound lifts or whatever, you're gonna get better mind to muscle connection, which is gonna create more muscle damage, which is gonna help with more growth, okay? So warm up plays a massive, massive part, not just for injury prevention, okay? As you see guys here, I'm just on a foam roller, okay? I'll do this every single day. I like to foam roll my back out as well, because sometimes when our back is cramped up, especially here just in the morning, I'm just waking up as well. So I just like to lay out my back, break all the scar tissue up, all the fascia. So when that's obviously broken up, I'll be able to get a better mind to muscle connection through that as well. Okay, so it's just the rolls. Guys, when I throw, I just like to go all the way up to my traps, all the way to my rhomboids, down to my lats, obviously down to my lower back as well. Okay. I obviously like to get into my teres major and teres minor, as this little nasty spot in here. It's a killer. But when these are tight, you get internal rotation of the shoulder. Okay. So internal rotation is when your shoulders are internally rotated. Okay, which is not a good thing. Okay. You see a lot of people with that with office workers as well. Obviously due to their job. For example, you know boxers, you see boxers, how they stand, very internal, okay? It's because they're always punching forward, okay? They're always punching forward, yeah? So obviously their shoulders have adjusted to be internal rotation, but it's good for boxers. You know why? Because they get more reach, okay? If you had a boxer stand in this position, straight over and punch you, okay, that's fine, you get a good reach. Someone that's internally rotated, they can get a longer reach, okay? And in a boxing situation, that's probably a positive, okay? But in terms of us, the population as well, posture is very, very important. So obviously, being in internal rotation is not good, okay? So I like just to hit the teres major, teres minor, which is going to be able to open up my shoulder, open up my chest as well. And obviously, before I go into my push workout, it's very important to open that up so you get a better contraction, okay? So it's going to get into these little things. Roll about 15 to 20 times each side. Awesome, feel nice and loose now. Back's nice and loose. I'm ready to get into it. Hey guys, before I start my push day, I'm going to be doing some shoulder warm-ups. I'm going to take you through internal rotation, external rotation, and These ones are called, there's so many names for these ones. I'll probably call it like, you know, the Chinese thing, whatever they're called. Chinese cat, okay? So guys, what we're gonna do here is elbows tucked in nice and tight, okay? Externally rotated, okay? It's gonna warm up my lateral head. You're gonna be going for like 12, 15 each side. Whew. That cat one's crazy, but it's awesome. If you guys got a tight chest as well, or if you guys are like opposite workers, people that internal rotated, obviously in that workout, that exercise is very important because what you're doing here is open up the chest, okay? So guys, before you start any workouts, also to warm up, okay? Now my first exercise is going to be bench press. If I've got internal rotation through my bench press, for example, if I'm internal rotated and I'm going to bench press, I'm not going to get a good contraction if I was stretched and opened, okay? If I'm internally rotated, doing a bench press, I'm only going to work a section of the muscle. But saying that, you will get injuries, okay? So when people do a lot of bench press, they usually feel it through their front delt, which is a no-no. And the reason why, after years and years of studying, the reason why people feel it through their front delt is their posture, okay? The posture, they're internally rotated, so when they go through a bench press, they feel it through their front delt, okay? The reason why is because they're tight, so what they have to do prior, they have to make sure they activate their lats, open up their chest, then go into the exercise, bench press, and you're gonna feel that a lot more, okay? So guys, it's not about the weight you lift, okay? It's about the form, about the technique, and the mind-to-muscle connection, so keep that in mind. Let's get into it. So guys, my first exercise is gonna be a bench press, barbell bench press. That is taken at the moment, but I'm gonna wait till that guy's finished and we're gonna get into it. But before we start the barbell bench press, I'm gonna show you guys a little technique which is gonna help improve your technique and improve your form, okay? So guys, during a, let's say, barbell bench press or any type of workout, it's good just to make sure your back is contracted, okay? So when going into a barbell bench press, you're actually working your lats as well, okay? It's a little key tip as well. So you're actually working your back as you're doing a press, okay? So as you're coming down, you're contracting through your lats, and as you're coming up, you're pressing through your chest, okay? So it's very important as you guys come down into a bench press, you're actually tearing the bar apart, contracting your back, lats, and pressing through the chest, okay? So if your lats are not contracted, your performance will be decreased, okay? So I'm gonna be showing you a very, very simple technique that's gonna help you contract your lats just a bit more, okay? Very simple, okay? All you're gonna be doing here is using a bar, okay? And all I want to be doing here is depressing my scapulars down, contracting there for 3 seconds, and then releasing. Contracting my scapulars down and releasing, okay? The depression of my scapulars is very important. That's the contraction of the movement, okay? So when I go into bench press, just getting my mind to muscle connection, similar to that movement, okay? Cool. Feel good. So what I'm doing is holding that bar and I'm depressing my scapulars. Okay, from here, I'm pulling down, up. What I'm doing here is just getting my body used to healthy habits when I'm doing my workouts as well. Because remember guys, through a bench press, through a shoulder press, through any type of movement, upper body, it's always good to have that arch through the back as well, natural arch, but it's also good to contract your back, then go into the movement. It's going to create a lot more leverage through your muscle that you are contracting, which is going to help with more muscle damage, which is going to help with more growth, okay? So changing up this form and the technique is going to help with incredible more muscle growth, okay? So maybe just drop the weight, focus on the form, and then let's get into it. Okay, let's see if that bench presses. Okay, finally got the bench. Okay, so guys, as I said, we're taking into a push workout today, so what we're going to be doing here is a lot of supersets, drop sets, pause reps. I'm going to show you multiple exercises. Okay, so starting off the bench press, starting off with the chest. Okay, I'm going to be supersetting chest to chest, shoulders to shoulders, tries and tries. Okay, so push workout fully, so let's get into it. Cool. So what we're going to do here is going to go for 10 reps, okay? But with this repetition, what we're going to do is going to hold a pause at the bottom. 1 second pause is going to get mind-to-muscle connection through there. And then we're going to push out, okay? So adding like pause, reps, and drop sets and supersets, that's going to be the one that's going to help with more muscle damage as well. Okay, so guys, try that. So when doing the bench press, guys, as I'm doing, I'm gonna have a nice contractions in my back. Another key tip I want you guys to use as well. Pretend that, so you got the bar, holding the bar. What you're doing is you're gonna tear the shit out of the bar apart. Okay, like you're tearing a mad piece of paper, holding the bar, and you're gonna tear that apart as you come down. As you turn that apart, you are gonna be attacking your lats and your teres minor, which is awesome. That's gonna help you get a contraction through your lats. It's gonna get you a deeper range of motion through your chest and a deeper contraction through your chest. So just a little tip. So as you're coming down with the bench press, just tear the shit out of the bar as you come down, hold for 1 second, and push up. Cool? I talk too much, eh? Italians, I talk too much. Let's get into the superset. Okay, moving on to the superset. Okay, what we're doing here is seated flat dumbbell flies. Flat dumbbell flies. Yeah, cool. So we'll stick with 10 reps as well. And obviously we're going to be doing 1 second pause at the bottom. Okay, however that's a 1 second pause is going to be obviously an overload stretch. Okay, contraction to that chest, holding that 1 second and really get a nice deep contraction through the chest. Okay, going for 10 reps. Cool. So guys, what I'm doing here is a fly. Okay, so guys, it's very important to understand the muscles, the angles of how the microfibers run through the chest. Okay, so obviously you've got fibers running, laterally, down, side, multiple ways that obviously the fibers run through the chest. So it's very important to understand the fibers of how the chest runs. That means it's going to help, so I'm out of breath. So that means it's going to help with obviously the contractions of the chest, okay? Obviously doing a bench press, doing a fly, just open up the chest, we're just going to work the fibers through here, and as it's going to contract, work the fibers, okay? So make sure you guys understand the anatomy of the muscles before you work them as well. Cool, let's get into it. So guys, going to be doing 4 sets of 10 reps with a 1 second pause at the bottom. So each and every set, what you're going to be trying to do is up the weight each and every set, okay? I'm not going to go too heavy today because bitch. No, I'm joking. I trained chest yesterday, so and talking about training, overload training, I get a lot of questions asked a lot. Damien, can you train the muscle twice in like 2 days, like twice over a day? Yeah, you can, okay? Even though you're sore the next day, it doesn't matter, you still can train, okay? So, like I trained chest yesterday, I'm still a bit sore, but I can definitely still train it today as well, okay? So, chest can really take a lot of volume as well, so depends how you feel. If you're a beginner, obviously you're gonna be really, really fucking sore, but I've been training for 4 or 5 years now, so my chest can cop it another go, so, but my legs can't. That's good. That 1 second pause makes a massive difference. We know 1 second pause, obviously been an overload stretch, got all that weight just pushing on you. Good. Superset killer. Press with the fly, superset that, 4 sets of 10 with a 1 second pause at the bottom. Cool. Alright, so we've demolished the shit out of our chest. We're still going to do some more chest towards the end. Now we're into our shoulders, okay? So one of my favorite compound shoulder movements is going to be a barbell military shoulder press, okay? Obviously attacking all the heads of the shoulders as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So some key points using this one as well is make sure you guys are exactly like a bench press. You guys are going to be coming all the way down, contracting through your lats, then are pressing above the head, okay? Make sure you guys do lockout as well. I see people don't lock out, okay, which is fine, okay, maybe towards a superset or drop set where you're doing partial reps, I understand. But make sure you guys are getting full range of motion. That's the most important thing about working a muscle group, okay? Cool, so let's get into another key point too, guys, is obviously doing a press above the head. Okay, I'm not saying it's a dangerous movement, but it could be quite bad for the lower back as well, especially if you're pressing above the head. So just a key point to stop injuries, okay? Squeeze the shit out of your glutes. Good. So starting off with the bar, guys, just warm up the shoulders, okay? Get nice and warmed up. Same thing with the bench press, okay? As you guys are coming down, make sure you tear the bar apart. Tear the bar apart, it's gonna attack the lats as well. That means you're gonna get a deeper performance and a deeper push when you push up, okay? So obviously the lats is very important. So as you guys are coming down, tear the shit out of the bars, you come down, hold there for 1 second, and really drive that through there. Okay, so guys, doing a superset, we're gonna superset the barbell military press with a bent over rear delt fly, okay? Obviously the rear delt is the rear, okay? So working that muscle group there, okay? So a lot of people lack that muscle group as well. Not just for looks, that muscle group is very, very important to work as well, okay? Obviously posture, that is very important muscle for posture, okay? If that is tight, your rear delt is tight, okay? You're gonna have internal rotation as well, okay? So as you guys seen back in the previous 5 minutes ago, I was really foam rolling the shit out of that. That was to open up, okay? So now we're gonna attack that rear delt, okay? Killer. So guys, when you're bent over position, core contracted, back contracted, so you're pulling your scaps back, okay? Remember, pull your scaps back to press your scaps, then go through the movement, okay? If you guys don't to press your scaps, contract your scaps, you're gonna feel it through your lower back, okay? Cool. So guys, same thing, same reps, you're gonna have 4 sets of 10 reps with a 1 second pause at the top, okay? So one second pause in the most contraction phase, okay? So over here, 1 second pause there, because that's the hardest bit of the movement. I wanna pause here, okay? 1 second pause here, 3 seconds down. Same as then, the hardest bit of the motion is 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, we're not rested. Overload stretch, hold that there, press up. Let's get some weight on. So guys, as you waiting for me to load this bar up, make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel. You know this is the best channel, so share it to your friends, share the love, it'd be much appreciated. Alright, let's get into it. That was a good weight. Shoulders are ruined after the bench. No excuses, alright, let's get into it. That's the killer, guys, must try that. Must try the superset. Barbell military press with a bent over dumbbell rear delt fly, okay? Remember the tempo is very important, okay? So anyone can just do reps. But if you guys add a 1 second pause or 3 seconds down on different types of movements, it makes exercise a lot harder. When exercise is a lot harder, it's gonna create more muscle damage. Remember, your body gets used to the same exercises, okay? So if you guys, make sure you guys are changing your program at least once a month, because remember, your body gets used to it, okay? And that's when you probably start seeing progression, okay? If you stop seeing progression throughout your body, maybe it's time to say, okay, it's time to change up the workout or change up the foods I'm eating as well, okay? So make sure you guys train up your workouts, try these 2 exercises, but hey, let's get us some tries. All right guys, moving on to triceps, okay? One of my favorite movements is a seated dip machine. I know many of you guys probably don't have this in your gym. It's pretty old machine, but if you do, make sure you guys try it. Okay, so before we start, we're understanding the anatomy of the muscle. Okay, so obviously working the tricep again, we have 3 heads of the tricep. We've got the medial head, lateral head, as well as the long head. Okay, so today we're going to be working the long head as well as the lateral head of the muscle, guys. So it's very important to understand obviously the muscles and the muscles. Yeah. Let's get into it. Anyways, guys, so we're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 reps. Okay. Same here, we're going to be doing a 2 second pause. I find it hard for me to activate my triceps, so 1 second pause might not be enough. It might be enough for you, but for me it's not enough. So what I'm going to do is going to hold a 2-second pause at the bottom, which is going to help my muscle connection. They're going to drive up slow for 3-second eccentric, and then drive down for a 2-second pause. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm a short ass, I have to get this way down. Thanks, Dad. Beautiful. Kills right there. Awesome, awesome. So guys, 4 sets of 10. So with the 2-second pause at the bottom, 3 seconds up. But hey, let's get into a superset. Alright guys, gonna be supersetting with a seated dip with dumbbell, tricep, kickbacks, bend over tricep kickbacks, okay? One of my favorite movements to attack my medial head as well as my lateral head in the tricep. So let's get into it. Same again guys, we're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 here as well, supersetted. Okay, so with the thin, we're going to be doing a 1-second pause. We're going to try and do 1-second pause because it's hard to do a 1-second pause, especially being in this movement, okay? Gravity's trying to pull us down and we're trying to pull the dumbbells up. So you understand what I mean when I get into it. But I'm going to be trying to hold at least 1 to 1.5 seconds on the contraction phase, but we'll see how we go. Good. Push that 1-second pause at the top phase. You're really going to feel that through the medial head as well as the lateral head. But hey, let's get into it. Let's add some more weight on. So interesting fact you should know about your triceps. Goes for girls, but most likely for boys as well. Okay. The leaner your triceps are means the more testosterone you have. Okay. So if you've got lean triceps, it means you are mostly high in testosterone. So yeah, it can help me with muscle growth. Anyway, I thought I'd let you guys know anyway. I'll get back into it. Okay, second set guys, up the weight. Trying to up the weight each and every set. Okay, trying to hold that 2-second pause at the bottom. If you guys don't find that 2-second pause effective, maybe try a 3-second pause, or 4, or 5, or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. That's a killer. Especially bent over as well. You're working your core as well as your lower back and glutes as well to be stable. And then obviously holding that 2-second pause at the bottom, top, Try that superset. Okay guys, we're going to wrap up the workout by doing a tricep, all over tricep. Okay, so we're going to do a tricep that's going to be working the chest, shoulders, tries. Okay, now we've done 2 exercises for each muscle group. Okay, so we've done 2 sets of chest, 2 sets of shoulders, 2 sets of tries. Now we're going to finish off a tricep. Okay, so the first exercise here is going to be incline. I haven't done an incline press yet because I've done a flat bench press, if you guys remember from a few minutes ago. So I'm going to hit the incline. Okay. Then I'm going to be going to a close grip tricep pushdown, push-up. Okay, so I'm going to be doing triangle push-up. Obviously, remember the guys, the closest grip you have is tend to work more triceps. Okay, tricep is a muscle that's going to help with your pushing. Okay, so doing a close grip is really going to attack more of my tries and take away my chest. Yes, you'll still be working my chest, but it's going to be working more of my tries. Okay, then I'm going to finish off with a plate. Okay, we have a 10-kilo plate here, and what we're going to be doing here is finishing off with frontal lateral raises. Okay, we're going to be doing 2 sets. Okay, but the tempo I'm going to be doing is a double pulse. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one, but it's a killer. So guys, remember it's important to change up your reps, your pauses, your sets and drop sets and stuff like that. That really, really matters for muscle growth. Okay, so starting off with the incline chest press. Okay guys, before we start this, remember guys, I see a lot of people doing obviously machine stuff like machine chest press. Where you guys seat it is very, very important. I see people sitting too low and they're doing this, like too low like this. I'm like, come on. And they're not saying, I'm not feeling my chest down. I said, obviously not feeling your chest, you dickhead, because the seat's too low and you're working your shoulders a bit more, okay? So where you should be holding the grip is nipple height, okay? Nipple height. So, nipple height, that's the best way. So when you guys set up your grip, make sure it's in line with your nipple height. Okay. So we're going to be doing 4 sets or 2 sets or 12 reps with a double pulse. me, what I do is I name all the exercises I'm going to be doing, but I don't realise how hard it is until I perform it. I'm regretting it, but can't let you guys down. I said it, gotta do it, right? Double pulse. It's raping me. Oh. So guys, the double pulse, where to do the double pulse is the most hardest part of the movement. Okay. So, for example, if I'm doing it, once I go into my second set, I want to be doing a double pulse at the top of the movement. Yes, it'll still be effective, but it won't be as effective in a loaded stretch. Okay. So you can still build muscle in a loaded stretch. Okay. So while I'm in that loaded stretch motion, this is loaded. I mean the weight's loaded, and I'm in a stretch position. Then I chuck in a double pulse in there, makes it a lot harder. So when I'm doing double pulse, when you guys are doing double pulse, the next workout, make sure you guys are doing the most effective movement of the exercise. Okay, so the hardest movement exercise. All right, second set. Let's get into it. Finish off this workout. I am hungry. Still gaining my strength back from Vegas. Vegas took the shit out of me, honestly. My fitness, everything's going downhill. But I'll be back in no time. Let's get into it. So guys, try that tricep. Yeah, probably won't recommend it, but give it a go. It's a killer, but it's awesome. Anyways guys, that is my push day done and complete. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Yeah, haven't ended the video yet. I've got some questions that I know you guys have been asking me, which I'm going to be putting on this video as well. So stay tuned, because your question might be answered. Okay guys, moving on to some questions. I know you guys have been asking me some questions. So if you guys got a question that you want to answer me, please drop it in my DM or send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to post it on my video as I'm doing now. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. Question number 1 from Emma. How do I build my glutes? Cool. Okay, I get this question a lot, so I'm going to give you guys some tips how to build your glutes. Okay, glutes is a massive muscle. A massive muscle is obviously a stabilizing muscle as well, helps with posture. It's not just for looks, it's just a very important muscle to work, okay? So if you guys are not working your glutes, especially you office workers, hey, you don't use your glutes all day because you've been sitting on them, make sure you guys do some glute work. Another tip as well, if you guys got lower back pain, try to do some core and glute work, but most likely glute work will take that lower back pain away. Cool. Anyways, let's get into building our glutes, okay? Tip number 1, building my glutes, is progressive overload. Progressive overload I talk about a lot. Just like every other muscle group, being a glute, progressive overload is a key. Okay, so progressive overload, for people that don't understand what progressive overload is, solely progressing the weight over a period of time. Okay, usually it could be weekly, or it could be fortnightly. It depends on you, it depends how your body adapts. Everyone's body's genetics, people recover very quickly, some people don't. Okay, it just depends. So progressive overload, make sure you guys are up in the weight. Depends, 2.5 kilos or 5 kilos, depends what kind of exercise you're doing. Okay, so if you're sticking to the big compound movements, maybe up the weight every 5 or 10 kilos, depends on you. But doing progressive overload, up in the weight each and every week, that's going to build your strength. Obviously, it's going to build muscle as well. Okay, so progressive overload, get onto that one. Okay. Number 2, nutrition. Nutrition is very important. Just like every other muscle group, we need fuel in order to grow a muscle. Okay. So in order to grow a muscle, you got to be able to fuel yourself. Okay. Now, I've talked about a lot, calorie deficit, calorie maintenance, or calorie surplus, which is the best phase to be in, what stage is best to be in, okay? The best phase to build muscle is to be in a calorie maintenance or a calorie surplus, okay? That's very important. Yes, you can still build calories, you still can build muscle in a calorie deficit, definitely. But the only people that can kind of build calories, I keep going saying calories, The most people that can build muscle in a calorie deficit is people that are beginners. So people that are just starting the gym, starting the workout, obviously their body's just new to the workout, so the body's going to adapt very, very well to muscle growth. So if you're a new beginner, you want to drop fat and put on muscle, it's important. So you guys can be in a calorie deficit and still build muscle at the same time. For us, people that have been training for 2 to 3 years, it's going to be harder and it takes a slow period of time to build on muscle. Okay, so guys, another thing as well, if you guys have been training over the period of time, especially myself, I've been training for 5 years now, it takes a very, very slow time to build muscle. If you're the beginner, crazy, right? 3, 4 weeks into the gym, you're already blown up, you put on some muscle, put on some size, you're feeling awesome. But remember guys, it takes very, very slow, okay? Just like everything, patience, that's why patience is the key. Okay, so guys, if you've got muscle, make sure you guys have been in the calorie maintenance or calorie surplus. Cool? Number 3, I like to do big compound movements, okay? Especially doing the glutes. Glutes love volume. You can train the glutes at least 3-4 times a week. So frequency and compound movements, okay? So frequency, at least training the glutes at least 3-4 times a week, they can cop it, okay? So 3-4 times a week, but the exercise you choose is very, very important as well. I like my compound movements like my squats, good mornings, RDLs, so Romanian deadlifts, and obviously hip thrusts is one of my favorites, okay? Choosing those big compound movements is going to engage more energy, okay, and it's going to recruit more muscle groups into that as well. So compound moving more muscle groups at the same time, okay? So try those big compound movements. And guys, last but not least, rest and recovery, okay? Just like every other muscle group, you don't grow when you train, you grow when you rest. So make sure you guys are getting 8 hours, and make sure you get deep REM, okay? Make sure you guys are in a deep sleep, and make sure you guys, no stress, enjoying it. Another one, tip number 5, just be patient as hell. It takes time, guys, like every other thing. But if you be consistent, you'll get there. Hope that answered your question. Okay, question number 2 from Zach. What do you think of fat burners? I think fat burners are an awesome supplement. But before you guys start consuming any types of supplements, fat burning supplements and stuff like that, you need to look at your diet, you need to look at your sleep, you need to look at your training, okay? I see a lot of people in the fitness industry, people still growing up, 16, 17 years old. I made the same mistake, is people jumping onto fat burners and supplements straight away, okay? Guys, supplements won't work unless you are training well, eating well, and sleeping well, okay? So don't waste your time and don't waste your money on fat burning supplements, okay? So, in order to lose fat, guys, I'll go over it again. In order to lose fat, focus on your nutrition, please. Make sure you guys are in a calorie deficit. By being in a calorie deficit, you will start dropping body fat. You don't need supplements, okay? The only reason why I will recommend supplements for a client, okay, for someone, is that someone's been dieting for a while, they are dropping body fat, but they're still got a bit of more stubborn body fat holding around their hips or wherever they're still holding body. Then that's when I recommend to have some fat burners on there, just to accelerate some bit more fat burning so they can get that stubborn body fat. But if you guys are just trying to drop body fat, please put yourself in a calorie deficit for 1 to 2 months, okay, maybe a bit less, and then start implementing fat burners, okay? Look after your health, guys. Okay, question number 3 from Daniel. I'm just starting as a personal trainer in the gym. How do I pick up some more clients and how do I drive a bit more sales? Cool. Okay, first of all, congratulations, Dan, on starting your fitness career. All the best, buddy. So, tips to building up clientele, okay? Personality. I think personality is the biggest one, okay? Over the period of time, obviously people getting educated. I think personality is the most important one. Being nice, smiling, looking after your parents, the way you smell, the way you look is very, very important as well, okay? I'm not going to chuck a rant here, okay? But I see a lot of personal trainers walking in the gym, okay? And sorry to say, they look obese, they look big, they look fat, and they're not looking after themselves really well, okay? I'm not chucking around, I'm not pointing out any numbers, names and stuff like that. But if you guys want to become a personal trainer, people look at you, okay? If someone's going to train with you, they want to make sure you look fit, you look healthy, okay? Because if you don't look the best, that's a reputation on you, and that's how you're not going to pick up clients, okay? So make sure you guys look after yourself first before you can train other people, okay? Number 2, guys, if you're starting off as a personal trainer in the gym, I'll recommend to know every single person in that gym. Know their names, know their birthday, understand who they are and what they're trying to achieve. Those things are very important. It's going to build your reputation, it's going to build your community, it's going to build your brand. People get to know who you are, okay? Number 3, probably do stuff for free. Go do classes for free, go do work with the salespeople, the most important thing is, if the more people you're in front of within the gym or outside the gym, the better it is, okay? So just go up to people in the gym, even start a small conversation. Hey, where do you get those shoes from? I know it's a sticky point when someone's got their headphones on and you want to start a conversation with someone, but you're a bit scared. Just simply, guys, don't go straight to the sales point that scares people away. go straight to say, hey mate, I love your shoes today, or what are you training today? Just start slowly, building the conversation, building your connection through that person, and later on you can add that selling point. If you go selling straight away, they're basically going to walk away because they think you're just there for the money. Okay. Another thing, guys, in terms of building your sales and stuff like that, is brand building. Okay. Now that with the day and age of social media, guys, social media is a free marketing place. Okay, so guys, get yourself an Instagram, TikTok, email, website, YouTube link as well. Those things are very important as well. That's going to build revenue, it's going to build your customers and brand building as well. Okay, so guys, that's it. Okay, question number 4 from Rachel. Hi Damien, I'm 22 years old. How do I find my love and passion for my career? Awesome question, Rachel. Number 1, you're 22 years old, young as fuck. Wow, crazy. Anyways, I want to give you some awesome tips on how to find your passion. Okay, very simple. 1, you're young. Okay, 2, you've got time on your sleeve. Okay, obviously that you're young, you don't know what to do. I know you're in that sticky position. I know a lot of people are in that position where they're sticky. Damn, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. Cool. What I would recommend for you to do is go and try different jobs. Go knock on doors, go and try different jobs. I know you don't know what to do, but the best thing to do is to go and try different things. Go study different things, go work, and go work for free, okay? Working for free is probably the most important thing, okay? The last thing you do is go study a course and then pull out the last year, go study a job, because I hear a lot of people go and study like law and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, you study 3 or 4 years of law, whatever it is, and they step foot into a job and they don't like it. I'm not saying those 4 years of wasting studying and stuff like that is a waste. Yes, you've learned stuff on the way, but I think the most important thing is go knock on a door, like example, real estate. Go knock on real estate and say, hey, I'm young, I don't know what to do in my life, but I think real estate could be my passion. Do you mind if I work here for 1 to 2 weeks, okay? Obviously, working for free, I'm pretty sure they'll chuck me on board. And then within that 1 to 2 weeks, you have to think to yourself, do I really see myself within this job? If you don't, cool, all good. Move on to the next job. Once you do 5, 6, 7 jobs, 8 jobs, or whatever you're doing, after the 10th job, you're really going to find what you love, okay? So instead of sitting your ass and complaining, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 go out there, there's so many jobs in this world, and I'm pretty sure you'll find the job that you love. But another key question I'm going to ask you is, this question that gets me all the time, what would you do for the rest of your life? What would you love to do for the rest of your life? Question number 5 from Bianca. Hey Damien, I love your content, keep it up. Thank you very much, Bianca. Question is, when I squat, I feel it a lot through my quads. My goal is to build more my glutes, not my quads. Awesome, cool. Again, a lot of girls ask me this question. Obviously, girls, you don't want to build too much quads, right? You want to build the shit out of your glutes. I understand, smaller waist, blah, blah, blah. Cool, awesome. Squat is an awesome movement, but it does definitely still work your quads. But it depends how your technique and your form is. You can really drive that energy and that weight through your posterior chain. Posterior chain meaning your hamstrings as well as your glutes, okay? So, squatting, I don't know if you're doing a bodyweight squat or a barbell squat, okay? It's going to be a long question because I'm going to talk about this all the time. Okay, so when doing a barbell squat, it really depends on your body type, your genetics, and your height, okay? Height is very different, okay? Someone that's a taller height is probably a bit more hamstring dominant, okay? Hamstring and glute dominant. Someone that's a shorter person like myself is more quad dominant, okay? So if you've got girls out there, guys out there, a bit more shorter person, obviously you probably tend to have more bigger quads, right? But people that are more taller usually have skinny quads, but definitely bigger maybe glutes or a bit more dominant through his hamstrings, okay? So in order to do a squat, it's very important to understand, should I be doing a high bar squat or a low bar squat, okay? Obviously doing a low bar squat when it's rested on here, it's hard to explain without a bar. Obviously the weight's put back, so you're gonna focus a bit more hamstring and obviously glutes. Now if you're doing a high bar squat, there's gonna be more quads, okay? But obviously it also depends on your activation, number 1. Obviously it depends on your height as well, okay? We'll keep that in mind. Squatting, obviously Bianca told me that you're squatting, you're feeling more through your quads, which you don't. You want to put the weight in the back, okay? So obviously I'm probably thinking that your form and your technique is not correct when you're squatting, okay? So I'm going to be showing you how to do a proper squat. What I tell all my customers and myself before I do a squat is to obviously do pre-activation. Activation is very important. If you guys don't know what I do for activation, resistant band work, head down to my latest YouTube, click, I do a resistant band workout. But with that, I do a lot of pre-activation. Pre-activation is very important because it increases mind to muscle connection within the body, especially doing band work. I isolate that, and I put all the stress in your glutes. When your glutes are activated, they're switched on, they're working, you more tend to feel that in the area as well. So maybe you're not doing enough band, or you're not doing any kind of resistant band workout, okay? So before you guys start your lower body workout, make sure you do not activation through your glutes, okay? I've got also exercise on my last YouTube clip, so click onto that one. Number 2, when you're squatting, I see a lot of people do this right, knees cave in. Make sure you guys push your knees out, okay? Don't just push your knees out, you're gonna tear the floor apart. So I tell all my customers, clients, when you're squatting, make sure you pretend you're standing on a piece of paper, okay? So, as I have here, pretend I'm standing on a piece of paper. Before I squat, I want to think that I'm trying to tear the piece of paper apart. I want to tear the wall apart. Doing that technique, as I'm tearing the wall apart, tearing the floor apart, tearing the piece of paper apart, I'm really feeling the activation through my glutes, okay? Now, as I'm tearing the floor apart, my glutes are activated. Then I'm going to grip the floor with my outer toe. Then as I come down, I'm going to push my knees up. I'm going to drive up and squeeze through my glutes, okay? So a little form there you might be doing wrong is that you're not tearing the floor apart. So as you guys are here, push the water apart, make sure your toes are slightly pointed out, tear the water apart, push your knees apart, tear, back straight, core switched on. As I come here, I'm going to push my feet to the ground, and I'm going to drive up and contract through my glutes, okay? So a little key tip that I might think that you might not be doing is tearing the floor apart, okay? Remember guys, when you're doing your squat, make sure you guys have slightly toes pointed out, okay? Because remember, when your toes are pointed, that's where your knees are traveling, okay? If you guys go the toes in, obviously knees are coming, which is not a good thing, okay? So make sure you guys shoulder stance, toes pointed out, and tear the floor apart. That's gonna get a deeper glute contraction, but make sure you guys do a bit of resistant bands on the side. Anyways, hope I guys answered all your questions. Maybe guys, if you've got a question that you want me to answer, please dot into my DMs on email, and I'm more than happy to answer the question right here and right now. But anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed that push. I'm done, I'm fried, especially after that tricep I've done just a few minutes ago. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that push day. If you guys got any questions, let me know. But make sure you guys like this YouTube, make sure you guys like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anyways guys, happy Saturday and God bless.